The Valencia County Sheriff's Office says a sleepover ended with the beating death of a 12-year-old boy.
The deputies say 15-year-old Brandon Lobos told investigators he hit Alex Madrid on the head. And according to an arrest warrant, when the sergeant was questioning Brandon, his stories were not adding up. After asking Alex, investigators say Brandon then led them to the field where his body was found underneath a mattress.
The investigation revealed that Villalobos and the victim were close friends. It appears that the victim died as a result of severe trauma.
Villalobos supposedly told deputies he hit Madrid in the head only once. He's being held at the Juvenile Detention Center in Albuquerque. Alex Madrid went to La Resolana. It's a charter school in Albuquerque. There's an assembly at the school this morning to talk about what happened and offer counseling. The trial of a former mortgage handler accused of double murder could be in the hands of a jury very soon. Another sister of Bernadette Olemacher took the stand in Ronald Santiago's trial yesterday. Santiago is accused of shooting and killing Greg and Bernadette Olemacher inside their home in Albuquerque back in 2005. The defense is hammering home their case that Santiago did not kill the couple. Instead, attorneys are pointing the finger at the couple's daughter, Renee. Yesterday, the defense questioned Renee's aunt, Antoinette Curran. This woman, who believes Renee also had something to do with her parents' murders.
That she knew something about my sister's murder.
What do you mean, something?
She knew more than she was letting on about the murder.
Curran also added that Renee was always changing her story, but the state says that is not true. An accused killer is out of jail this morning as investigators wait on some evidence.
And this morning there are questions as to where this guy is. We are talking about Mark Chavez. Police found a gruesome scene in his motel room last month at the Super 8 in Moriarty. The beaten body of Tammy Cessna was also found inside her van at the motel. The victim's family believes Chavez is responsible for killing Cessna. He was arrested, but then charges were dropped against him as the DA's office waits on forensic evidence, waits for those results. Now, sources tell us that News 13, that Chavez is still at the Super 8, but the owner of the motel claims that he's gone. Moriarty police haven't said if they know where he is.
It's pretty scary, so this guy's just wandering around. Who knows where he is now? So, yeah, it is pretty scary.
Officials tell us Chavez can still be charged with her murder. An Amber Alert issued for a missing Carlsbad baby has been canceled. Police say 11-month-old Jamarian Jackson was found yesterday afternoon at a home in Carlsbad. He was with his mother, Sasha Yvette Dominguez, who took him Tuesday, even though she doesn't have custody. Police say the baby appears to be okay and they are investigating the incident.
More details being released about the high school coach charged with raping a student in southeastern New Mexico. Allison Draper coached volleyball for 6 years at Melrose High. She's accused of raping and molesting one of her players. There are fewer than 50 students at the high school, and the charges have the small community in shock right now.
That's surprising to me. That really is. And it's really kind of scary to know that that would go on in a small town.
Draper graduated from Melrose in 2004. The people we talk with say Draper's family was friends with the girl who says she was raped. Meanwhile, deputies say they are continuing to investigate a second coach at Melrose who is accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a student. Both Draper and that other coach, who has not been named, have resigned. On 536 now, an image some are calling racist. It's getting a lot of attention right now.
Yeah, it just surfaced as the Lobos took on the UNLV Running Rebels last night. This week, jabs between fans started after a UNLV student tweeted this picture showing one-time Lobo player Jamal Fenton on a leash. The picture got a lot of attention online, many calling it racist. The picture was quickly pulled down and then replaced with an image of Cameron Bairstow. Since then, both photos have been removed.
If they changed it afterwards, I think that makes it seem like they were a little bit racist.
I thought it was kind of racist myself.
The UNLV Rebellion, a student fan group, is defending the student behind the photo, saying that the Lobo is a wild dog and you tame a wild dog by putting it on a leash. Well, they couldn't exactly tame the Lobos, though, last night. They beat the Rebels 68 to 56. So take that.
Exactly. 537, more high-paying jobs could be flying into the Duke City thanks to the City Council's vote to give Eclipse Aerospace a financial boost. The unanimous vote frees up more than $238,000 to help Eclipse pay its rent here at the Sunport. The state's also pitching in $397,000. The money will help Eclipse add 100 new jobs as it ramps up production of its new 550 jet. If Eclipse fails to meet its goals or go belly up within the next 10 years, the company has to pay penalties to the city. The original Eclipse company went bankrupt back in 2008. Well, hunger is still a big problem here in New Mexico, and believe it or not, some of those who don't get enough food on the table are UNM students and their families. Now, Roadrunner Food Bank is stepping in. The nonprofit said it recently learned of a great need in the college community. So today, Roadrunner is setting up a mobile food pantry to help about 100 families that need help. Roadrunner plans to hand out about 5,000 pounds of food for this.
Most people don't realize that students actually are experiencing hunger, and I think this is unique in that regard, that not only does UNM recognize it, but that we're able to build this partnership so that we can help hungry students get what they need so they can be a successful college student.
UNM worked along with Roadrunner Food Bank to identify the families in need, and there could be more programs like this if there is a continuing